Good morning, good morning, good morning. A very good morning from Toronto. This is Hamas Siddiqui, your host in today's Growth Talk 2021. I bring in growth talk topics for my social media family uh, from Toronto every day, every weekday. Sorry, I was reading a message. Um, and this series has been going on from 1st of January. And today uh, I'm going to talk about time management. This is a topic someone from the group suggested yesterday, and it's a very, very important topic. So hopefully, we will have a lot of people joining in. I can see there are already 30, 30 people joined in from Facebook, and I must appreciate and thank my friend Ashraf Chaudhary for allowing me to broadcast these live sessions from his Facebook. I do it live from my LinkedIn, and it also goes on YouTube. So thank you very much. Please comment where are you watching this session from, and I will try to recognize as many people as possible. And also kindly contribute, suggest why do you think time management is important for you in your profession, in your career? Why do you think time management is important? And we'll take this discussion from there. We have Uh, Sujitra, good morning from Oman, I guess. We have my friend Shahzad joining in from Etobicoke. It's a beautiful day. Absolutely, it's a fabulous day. In February, you don't expect uh, such good days in this part of the world, but we are lucky. Yes, Shahzad, definitely. I'm planning to go out for a walk, but I have few calls to make. Uh, and we have Usmani joining in. Good morning. Where are you joining in from? Okay, Malia. Yeah. We have Nemat joining in. We have Shahid Chaudhary joining in from London. We have Suhail joining in from Italy. We have Hasib joining in. Thank you, Hasib. Um, hello, Najib. We have Shehzad joining in from Dubai. Um, yes, great. We have Rina joining in from USA. So my question today is, why do you think time management is important for you? And I so far have one response, and a friend from Malaysia and Noor and from Pakistan. Thank you. So really, did I make a mistake last night? I don't know. I will see. I'll be more careful. We have Mudassar, we have Gulshar, we have Ricky joining in. Thank you very much, Ricky, for joining in. So today's question is about time management, because time management is something that was requested by a participant yesterday. And if you today's participants, if you think there is an idea that you would like to uh, throw at me about tomorrow's topic, please do so. But here, I would, while people are responding, and I would like to just add that my initiative on these growth talk is purely based on my idea of how do we grow in 2021. 2022 saw a pretty grim time. Still, situation is not good in many countries because of COVID. Economies are bad. But do we continue like that? As individuals, we can still beat the competition. And to beat the competition, we have to adopt certain strategies. And those certain strategies are are not too difficult to adopt or implement. And these are the strategies that I've been sharing in my growth talks every morning. And this 1 hour, which is almost 30 minutes of session and 30 minutes of my preparation, 1 hour, 5 hours a week, I am devoting towards your growth and my growth too. Okay, so please keep coming back and join, because at the end of the day, if we don't grow, we will we will miss the boat. And those who are joining in for Facebook, they can follow me on LinkedIn. I'm just sharing my LinkedIn uh, URL. Click there if you have a LinkedIn profile. Follow me for continuous updates and posts around personal development and growth strategies. A few more people have joined in. Rania says time management is the only way to get things completed. Absolutely, absolutely. Neha, thank you very much for joining in. Ubaidullah joining in from Afghanistan. Um, so that's, if you don't manage time, you will be all over the place. And I have an excellent story to tell about this, Shahzad. Exactly what you said. Amjad, Ali Baloch, Ali, thank you very much for joining in. Ali, I'm mentoring Ali. Ali is a virtual assistant and a transcriber. So if you have any requirement, please connect with him. Jay joining in from beautiful Nepal. Beautiful Nepal. I've worked in Nepal. I've traveled in Nepal, and I love your Thakali food, by the way. So whenever I was in Nepal, my favorite place in Kathmandu was to go to Thakali. Um, um, Nurulan, time management is the process of planning, exercising. This is too much of theory, lady. Um let's keep. Um, Thank you, Nasullah from Dubai. Let's keep things simple, right? We can actually do Google and find extremely complex um, knowledge and information, which is difficult for our brain to absorb. Something went wrong with the camera. Sorry about that. So it's difficult for our brain to absorb if we have if you're reading or trying to understand complex information. Uh, Time management is important because time cannot be created. It's like 24 hours. That's what it is. And within 24 hours, we have to do so much. So, if you can ask, please, if you want to, and if I can respond, I will definitely respond. Jazeh from Afghanistan also. All of those who are joining in from via Facebook can also follow me on LinkedIn. I've shared my LinkedIn URL for you to do so. So 24 hours. In that 24 hours, we have to do our job or business, or we have to have time for family. We have to find time to get some rest, to recover, repair ourselves. We have to find some time for ourselves also, which means that if you have a hobby, or you read, you exercise, you run, you go out with friends. So you all need to do all everything within that 24 hours. Now, if we are all over, then how do you do that? How do you keep uh, track? Uh, yes, Shazad, you said that, right? How do you keep track of things that you want to really achieve? And I tell you a story about it. I had a boss who was a very, very senior person. Like, um, he had rewards from the government and everything. But I always found him struggling with his time. Always struggling with his time. He was putting in like 14, 15 hours at work. He would work in the office. He would work at home. And as a result, he was almost disconnected with his family. I mean, he achieved a lot in his life, financially, respect, and everything. But what he did not get was the family bonding. And one day we were traveling together, and in the plane, obviously, when there is, we're tired and we are trying to relax, uh, we started speaking about our family. I had two little daughters, he had two grown up. And I said, we were away for 2 days. So we said, my daughters miss me because I take them out for a walk in the park, nearby park, every evening. And he was like, "Really, you do that every day?" I said, "Yeah. If I'm at home, if I'm not abroad, then if I'm not traveling, I would do it every day." And that really helps me bond with my kids, and vice versa. Said, and he told me the story. Hamad, I missed I missed that opportunity. I missed that opportunity because I was literally working on weekdays and even on Saturday from 8 a.m. until 8 or 9 p.m. And my son would play cricket with my driver. I should have played cricket with him. Now, the situation is that he only once in a year when we go and meet him. So they both were living in different countries. Uh, uh, you know, that's the only time when he is available for us. So such an accomplished person with money, with respect, uh, because he was unable to manage. He had too much on his head. He was like overworked in his life. He tried to plan but never planned it. Uh, he missed the boat. So his son was not really interested because. Good morning, Natasha. Thank you, Nishta. I always pronounce your name wrong. Thanks for joining in. I hope you are well. So your time management skill is really, really important to have. And I learned a very small tip, a very, very basic tip from my boss. Her name was May Gibson, a very strong Scottish woman when I used to work at the British Consulate's office. And one day we were talking about a project, and I missed a few points, so I did not remember exactly what the timelines were for certain things. And she said, "Hamad, did you not make a note?" And I said, I was thinking to make a note, but I got involved in something else. She said, no, always keep a diary and a pen with you. So there was a time, I'm talking about 1992, 93. We didn't have cell phones to make notes. Um, and she said, always keep a diary and a pen with you. Any action you want to take with timeline, note so that you don't forget. And once you have noted it down, then you will have an opportunity to maneuver around that time. And one of the principles that I learned in that office was that our office would start at 8 a.m. and it would finish at 3 p.m. And that means that it finishes at 3. It's finished at 3 p.m. So anything you need to do is to do, you have to do in that time. So if you have defined boundaries of getting things done, you will actually achieve it. It is humanly possible, provided you are not overloading yourself or you are not everywhere. So, for instance, now that we have tools, we have Google Calendar, for instance. In my daily schedule, and I work 7 days a week because I enjoy doing what I'm doing. I start at 8 a.m. and I take a break at around 1 p.m. Then I take a break around 4:30 p.m. And then I restart at around 8:30 p.m. and I go on until 10 p.m. This is how I have scheduled my day. But during the day also I have slots. I have slots for calls. I have slots for doing my research work. I have slots for connecting with people. I have slots for social media, and all that actually helped me uh, improve my self-discipline, or made me more self-disciplined towards work, uh, because I'm doing everything myself. It actually helps me improve the quality of work because I'm not rushing around, I'm not running around. There may be days like, yes, last couple of days have been a bit challenging because there is some issue with my website. So I was working with my developer, which was something in addition to what I was doing. It actually reduces the stress a lot because I actually plan everything, which means that I don't have to take a stress unless there's something additional comes in, which I then accommodate. I try to accommodate. It increases our possibilities. So if anything that comes in between, I I can probably look at it and kind of um, work around it also. Let me put it this way. So the options are limited, but what you can do is to start with a diary, start with a notepad, and keep crossing um, the topic or the point that you have achieved. All your achievements should be crossed so that you know exactly how much you have to go forward for, and all that should be on timely basis. Like, how much time do you need to do certain things. I understand in most of the South Asian countries, bosses do not really bosses are micromanagers and bosses do not really appreciate time management. But even then, if you start practicing it, it will help you do more and better. So with this, if you have any idea as to how would you implement time management, would you like to keep a diary and a pen with you, regardless of you're a student or you work in a job or you do your own business, you're self-employed. Uh, is this a good idea? Say yes or no. Is this a good idea to keep track of your activities? Yes or no. Say yes or no so that we have um, some thoughts. Nehmat says excess of everything is bad. Time management is the key to success. One of the keys, absolutely. So we need to, because this time we cannot reproduce. Like, if time is gone, time is gone. If we have lost it, we have lost it. We cannot really regain that time. And if we don't regain that time, there is no time for family, there is no time for health, there is no time for uh, our own personal growth. Um, Karama, thank you very much. How can level through time management? So if you are doing too much and too little of the time, and you do not know exactly, you're not managing your time, you're everywhere. It actually increases your stress level because at the end of the day, you have to deliver, whether you're in business or you're studying or whatever. If you do not plan, if you do not manage your time, it means that you probably have to spend more time on certain things which are not that important. So you haven't prioritized it, or you do not actually have a list of things that you really want to deliver. In that sense, oh, my light has fallen down. Sorry about that. These gadgets sometimes are useful, sometimes become. So now you can see that I have better light on my face, otherwise the video becomes too dark. Yeah, and it's too complex to adjust it. Okay, right, thank you. Sorry about that. So this is how you reduce your stress if you can manage your time, because you now know that what exactly you have to deliver when. Absolutely. Google Calendar is fascinating. I cannot survive without Google Calendar. So I have a Google Calendar, and then also I make notes. So every evening I make notes for the things that I have to do next morning. So this is really really important for me, and this is how I manage my time, because I do so much. If I don't manage my time, I will not survive. Question. So time mismanagement is taking place. So somebody is mismanaging time. Definitely. Who is that? Um, if you have any question or suggestion, please add here. We have another 5 minutes in this session, and I would like to thank everyone for joining in. Um, if you like these sessions, say yes. And if you want to suggest a topic for tomorrow, please do so. I will pick that topic and I will build my growth talk based on a growth topic that you would suggest. And the other thing that I would say is that please, if you are on LinkedIn, you can follow me on LinkedIn, where I post 3 to 4 times a day, and that way you will keep updated on the activities and things that uh, I help people with. The other point that I have is that you should connect with each other. See, this is the time in this social media um, uh, era, we really need to connect with people and try to help people and try to gain trust and confidence. And it is an opportunity for you to work with each other or learn from each other. So please connect with each other. There are fantastic people out there in this group who you can connect with. Um, Always, we have already spoken about passion. A couple of days ago, you can scroll down uh, on my feed and find that session about passion. And uh, yeah, this could be one. Shazad, I would like to keep things like let's try to keep things more simpler for because we are looking at more on the a little higher side of things. But let's start like very basic things, that people read about but really do not understand exactly. So Jazib Khan is asking about a book. There are millions of books in this topic. You go on Google and Google whatever you want to Google. Bottom line is, do you want to read the book? Do you have time to read the book? There could be tons of books available. Categorizing tasks urgent, absolutely. This is what it is. Again, a bit more complex in work environment. You can do that, but let's keep simple. So I'm a big fan of keeping things simple so that people could adopt and implement. So my thinking is just have a list and a calendar. Google is my friend. Google Calendar, and a list on a piece of paper, which I strike out. Uh, which I strike out every time I've achieved a task. And here people are trying to promote the Fiverr gigs, which is fine if you want to do that, but is it really going to bring some business to you, Vimsha? Um, all right then. So thank you very much. And last thing, but a very important thing, if you want to become torchbearer for these live sessions, if you want to spread this knowledge, do me a favor. Press share button on Facebook, press share button on LinkedIn, and spread this knowledge to the people who follow you. You become a torchbearer for others to gain this knowledge. With that, thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful day. Those who are in Toronto area, GTA area, are enjoying plus weather, plus temperature, and very sunny day today. So please enjoy and please um, stay safe because still COVID is out there. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. And see you tomorrow with a topic. You can still suggest me a topic. Shazad has suggested resume. That could be one of the topic in the session. Um, but let's keep pondering. Share your ideas. Comment on my LinkedIn as to what topic you think I should bring in tomorrow. Thank you very much, and bye bye. Hamas Adiki signing off from Toronto.